from the gorgeous YouTube Dog Show. And please do not disturb the sleeping koalas. It's Weeknight the Little Muller. Tonight, a conversation about domestic koalas with MP, the Pink Cat, and Toy's Gaming Spot. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our man who's going to talk about koalas tonight. Hey, I told you not to wake them up. He is the one and really the only Mr. Helicon Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. My name is Helicon Muller. What's up? Alright, the theme song was composed by Donald Madden's Piano, and Toy's Gaming Spot is Weeknight Update Storyteller. And they are two more shots for one tonight, along with Eva Amity, Dragon Ball, and Hasbro up in 2004. Hopefully she'll return to this program very, very soon. Pierre Kelly, GDQ YouTube, aka GDQ, Alex K's Toon Zone, Candy Bar Tunes, Rob Corley, Richard Media, Lola Core, Wireless Chris Sport 2, Top 3BOC, Small 3B Active, and Taker Train Rail Fan. Please check all those people out. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing over with. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that it's time for us to find out what's up. What's up with koalas? They know how to have fun. Wait, they're always sleeping. They're not fun. Now, recently, Australian researchers found koala fossils. Hey, stop messing with the koalas, huh? And hey, a zoo in Florida recently opened with big news. A baby koala has been born. That's right. A baby koala has been born. Wow. That's wonderful. I don't need a punchline. Here's what we all need. Tonight's top 8 list. MP, Pink Cat. Let's rock and roll. You got it, boys. First category, top 8 things that koalas can't stand. Number 8, loud noises. Number 7, rocks. Number 6, skunks. Number 5, guitars. Number 4, pianos. Number 3, owls. Number 2, monkeys. And number 1, this show. Do we really need to say anything else? No, we do not. Thank you, boys. Thanks a lot. You know what? Hashtag Weeknight Update. Hashtag Ellenroll for late night. Hashtag Ellenroll for those. Hashtag spread love around. The hashtag autism is awesome. Get those hashtags on social media, please. And do I like this thing? Subscribe and grow, share, and chat in the comment section down below. Whatever you do, please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with the M3 monologue, Toy Story, and more for everyone's organ time, random advice, and this week's count of the week question. Remember, this is still Weeknight Update, and now here it is. Your vow tonight.
I'm having so much fun on Vine. Yay! Actually, I have OCD. Better just pick those up.
There's a dazzling scene on your TV screen, and it's not a book or a magazine. Don't touch that dial, everything's alright. From TV Land on Nick at Night.
Hey, Empire, Cribbers from $6.95, huh?
Shh. Including padding and installation?
Shh.
Delivery in 3 to 4 days. 48 hours if you really need it.
Shh, please. 48 hours?
With your good credit, Empire will have your carpeting in 48 hours. You get a free T-shirt with any order, you get a free Bissell shampoo with 2 rooms, and no installment payment for 60 days. So call us.
588-2300.
Hello, Empire.
Shh.
Years ago, making real Italian food meant waiting for the Progresso truck.
Tony, send up some tomatoes.
It carried the Progresso foods that have become a tradition in Italian kitchens. Today, you can enjoy Progresso Italian-style breadcrumbs, specially seasoned to turn chicken, meatballs, veal, or fish into an Italian feast. So for Italian-style breadcrumbs, make it Progresso or make it yourself.
Tony, since I found Progresso, I don't have to cook anymore.
Shh. I won't tell anybody, Mrs. Carvelli.
Welcome back to the one and only Weeknight Update. Toy's Gaming Spot drop another story for everyone in a few moments. But first, it's time for the in-between monologue. Although koalas are very chill when they are asleep, koalas are not friendly at all. Yikes. I did not know that. That's very scary stuff. Yes. Did you know that koalas have very strong claws and very strong teeth? Yikes. The marsupials that seem chill are actually nightmare-inducing. Who knew? There are about 40,000 koalas left in the wild. Well, that's because, because they are nightmare-inducing, scary, and crazy. It's hard for me to understand why. Wait. No, it's not. Koalas are not bears. They are marsupials. Well, you should have known that from school and reruns of an old Disney show entitled Stanley. And finally, koalas love eucalyptus leaves. Wait, sloths love those leaves too. Maybe they can have a picnic together. Wait, whoa, wait. Koalas are not friendly. Never mind. It's time for Toy Story. Take it away, Tori. What's the story?
Hey guys, Tori Mullins here, and welcome back to Tori's Story. So the next story I'm going to be telling you is about koalas. And here's the story. Once upon a dreamy night, in the lush green forest lived a caring koala named Kevin. He was known throughout the forest for his kindness and readiness to help others. Kevin, our gentle koala, had a heart as big as the forest. He spent his days helping his friends from sunrise to sunset, barely taking time for himself. One day, Kevin came across a young bunny, Bella, who had lost her way. Her eyes were full of fear, and she trembled like a leaf. Kevin took Bella under his wing, promising to guide her home. He put her needs above his own, even though he was feeling quite tired and hungry. As they journeyed through the forest, Kevin's strength began to wane. He grew so tired that he could barely keep his eyes open, yet he trudged on. Suddenly, Kevin stumbled and fell. Much to Bella's surprise, she watched with wide eyes as Kevin lay motionless on the ground, too tired to move. Bella, though young, was smart. She remembered a lesson from her. She remembered a lesson her mother had taught her about taking care of oneself first. She decided to help Kevin. Bella scampered off, returning shortly with fresh eucalyptus leaves for Kevin. She encouraged him to eat, reminding him that he needed to take care of himself too. Kevin, though weak, listened to Bella. He nibbled on the leaves, gradually regaining his strength. He realized Bella was right. He had been neglecting his own needs. From that day forward, Kevin made sure to take care of himself. He ate well, rested, and took time to enjoy the forest while continuing to help his friends. The forest creatures noticed the change in Kevin. They saw how he was more energetic, happier, and still just as helpful. They were inspired by his new approach to life. One by one, the animals started following Kevin's example. they began taking care of themselves, ensuring they were well rested and nourished before helping others. The forest was soon filled with happy, healthy animals. They were all grateful to Kevin for teaching them the importance of self-care through his actions. Kevin the koala, once so weary, was now strong and joyful. He had learned a vital lesson, vital lesson, one that he would carry with him always, to take care of oneself before caring for others. And so the forest flourished, filled with creatures who cared for themselves and one another, all thanks to one careful koala who learned to put his own needs first. And as each night falls, you can hear a soft whisper through the trees. Remember, care for yourself so you can care for others. It's a reminder from Kevin, the careful koala. So, dear child, as you drift off to sleep, remember the tale of Kevin. Remember to love and care for yourself so you can love and care for those around you. And as the moonlight bathes the forest, and the stars twinkle in the night, our friend Kevin rests, knowing he has shared a lesson of love and self-care that will last a lifetime. For in his heart and in the hearts of all the forest creatures, the message resonates. Take care of you so you can take care of others too. And with that, good night to you. May you dream of happy forests, caring koalas, and the wisdom of self-love. And remember, like Kevin, you too can be a beacon of care and kindness. Sleep well, dear child. As the story of Kevin echoes in the breeze and the moonlight casts a soothing glow, the forest slumbers, its inhabitants secure in their self-love and readiness to care for others. And so the tale of the careful koala ends, leaving behind a legacy of self-care and kindness. Remember, dear child, to always care for yourself so you can care for those you love. As you slumber, may the wisdom of Kevin inspire you. Be kind to yourself, cherish your well-being, and let your care radiate to those around you. Good night and dream sweetly. As the story ends, remember Kevin's lesson. Be like the careful koala, taking care of yourself first so you can be there for others. Sleep well and wake up refreshed, ready to share your kindness. The forest falls silent, the tale of Kevin lingering in the air. As the moon softly shines, remember to take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Good night, dear child. As the stars twinkle above, remember Kevin's lesson, the importance of self-care. It May it guide you and inspire you. Sleep peacefully, knowing you too can be a careful koala. As the night deepens and the forest whispers lullabies, remember to be like Kevin. Care for yourself so you can care for others. Good night, sweet dreams, and wake up ready to share your kindness. The tale of Kevin the careful koala is a reminder of the importance of self-care. As you drift off to sleep, remember to be kind to yourself. You can be kind to others. Sleep well, dear child. The end. That's the story about koalas. So, stay tuned where I tell the next story. Bye, guys.
Thank you very much, Toy. That was excellent. Hey, let's have a moment for everyone, huh? Folks, listen. Most of you are probably wondering who won last week's Count of the Week challenge, because last Friday's episode Weeknight is gone forever because my computer's hard drive was corrupted and destroyed. Well, I have found the footage of what you have missed from last week, and you will see it right now. This week's Count of the Week question was, if a skunk sprayed on your cupcake during the party, then what would you do? Now, everybody said the same thing, alright? Email 2018, Anthony Shoutout Spotlight an opening, Mason Wrigley, and the Wandering Traveler all said that they would run away. Of course, Mason Wrigley also said he would run and throw the cupcake in the trash. Now, I am making everyone a winner this week, but I am pinning Mason Wrigley's response because he added the part where he said, but I am pinning Mason Wrigley's response because he also said, throw the cupcake in the trash. So, there you have it. Mason Wrigley, because you have won. No, wait. Mason Wrigley, because your response has been pinned, I'm giving you an additional 100 points. Anthony Shoutout Spotlight an opening, you have won an additional 50 points. Email 2018, you have won an additional 25 points, and the Wandering Traveler, you have won an additional 15 points. Is that fair? Alright, we'll try this again next week. There you go. Now, at the end of this week, I will show you the updated Grasshopper of the Year rankings. Also, you folks will receive a bonus episode to make up what happened at the end of last week. Now, will I be extremely burnt out? Probably, but it's the least I could do. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering why I'm talking about koalas right now. Well, let me tell you something. Koalas are calm, relaxing, and cool. Well, at least they are those things when they are asleep. Also, this show is not like any other late night talk show. So, there you go. Hey, let's have a little talking time, huh? Researchers in Australia recently found a 100-year-old koala fossil. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. Can fossils really be 100 years old? Well, yeah, apparently. Apparently, they have found the thumbprint of a koala. Apparently, they have found a koala's thumbprint, and scientists hadn't. Apparently, the scientists found the koala's thumbprint, but that thumbprint had been ignored for a very long time. Now, everyone in Australia is keeping an eye on that. Now, I don't know what will happen because of that, but oh boy, it is wild. Alright? Now, check this out. A zoo in Florida recently opened. That's right. A zoo in Palm Beach, Florida recently opened with very good news. That's right. Apparently now, a baby koala, let me repeat, a baby koala had entered the planet. That's right. A baby koala had been born. And everyone over there is freaking out. Of course, the koalas in the U.S. are on loan from the Australian federal government to help with conservation practices. Whoa, wait a minute. What happened to recycling and, conserving water and things like that? I don't know what to do. Well, how about some random advice for the world, huh? Never wake a sleeping koala. If you do, then you will be in trouble. Never bug a koala. You already know why. Never get a pet koala. The mama koala will jump on you. And finally, if you see a koala on your bed, then don't even think about disturbing that koala. Here's this week's Count of the Week question. Alright, what would you do if you saw an otter driving a tractor? Go over to the post section of my YouTube channel page and answer that question as honestly and as thoughtfully as you can. Well, that is it for yet another episode of Weeknight Update. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow night. Until then, guess what, folks? That's the news. I'm out. Skis, 4x4.
There's a dazzling scene on your TV screen, and it's not a book or a magazine. Don't touch that dial.